Chapter 18, Kakahoya and Vali. Kush looks at Mamalean, the other side of no here, that don't make no sense. Mamalean sits there about to answer Kush and hears Kakahoya. Kakahoya. Mamalean acts as if she didn't hear Vali calling her Kakahoya. Mamalean turns and yells back, Vali, Vali, oh Vali. Don't you say I'm telling Kush a story? What do you want, man? As she turns back around, she sees Kush snickering and grinning. Boy, what ails you? Kush smiles, nothing, Mamalean. Mamalean takes a deep breath. No, where were we before we were so rudely interpreted? Oh, yeah, hours had passed before wanyenyekevu kaugut uptojala and Anaya. A signet of relief rushed through his body, ok, yore safe, he sighed, looking around, uheres Abooksigun. Anaya felt bad because she yelled at Abooksigun and started crying on wanyenyekevu's shoulder. I didn't know those were the last words he would hear from me. Wanyenyekevu smiled, if it were words from the heart, it was words from Sabaoth. Sometimes, kind words are not what some of us need. Stern words from the heart and out of love can help us just as well. Now, cheer up and get ready for a fight. Immediately ahead of them be a few hours or maybe not. Wanyenyekevu's battalion started showing up in groups, giving him updates on what they had seen on their way there as they tried to conceal their whereabouts. Wanyenyekevu asks, what do we know? One of his men answers, well, the signal is blocked from the Rio Grande to La Hotel, so no communication. Pointing at the destroyed bridge, humans can't cross this bridge, but the demons might. They are divided with one group headed here, and another headed toward La Hotel. One of Wanyenyekevu's top lieutenants, Nea, sighed as she pulled up a map, the group south of us, divided here, in Lake Charles. One group headed down Interstate Kumi, and the other broke off and headed south on Higway 27, so we think they are on Higway 82 bino. We also think that they think we are going to Lafayette. Wanyenyekevu took a seat and thought for a minute. Everyone was going to Tallulah, take off yal tracking Devite and hand it to Jala and Anaya. You guys send your pets to Lafayette along with your unit. If they don't know we're going to Lafayette, take know it now. Once you get there, find a location, leave your trackers there, and make it look like a campsite. Then backtrack back to. Taking out his map, Lautel on the terre, gather the rest and meet us at. Wanyenyekevu's here to get at him, he thought about the many years he followed about and did as he was told and all the years how he helped people find their way to about. His heart pounded like a drum. It felt like a fear, as if he knew what Sabaoth wanted. His trip to Arizona, his wife, his kids, and all the years. Years of bliss and joy, and then suddenly, a chill came over his body. Wanyenyekevu started to shine, and everyone saw the glow like the glow that shone over Friedrich, Nea, my dear sister, we are the children of the Almighty. I need you to reverse your thought pattern. We are the children of Sabaoth and whom we serve, and he has put you in charge of our plan of action, for we are going to attack. No more running. It's that time. For tose uhomhe wanted to go to talula aretere already minus tesefeo. We must make the enemy fate to fate and destroy them where they stand. Neas miled and ran off wanyenyekevu turned to his captain. Take 20 men with you and take tese children home to talula. Jala and Anaya, grab your friends from Africa. It's time to fight alongside your father. Would you do me the honor of assisting me in battle? Cause we have El Paso to deal with, and Poenit is getting ready to attack our home. We will take care of Poenit when we leave here. Jala and Anaya said simultaneously, we would be honored. Nea Cameroning to wanyenyekevu, to battles it is. The closest ones are about 45 minutes away, but the group coming Vihiguai Kumi is near Lautel. Still, we cannot contact them without compromising our plan. Wanyenyekevu said, gather altes bedster. Nea continued, tose headed our way. We must destroy them first and then head up north toward Lautel, wanyenyekevu yelled as loud as he could and with pride and courage. Impi. His men felt great honor as they stood in their stance, and no one said a thing. Usisahau. Wanyenyekevu shouted as Everyone shouted back, never forget. Wanyenyekevu instructed the captain to send his unit and the children to Talula, saying, make haste, unless you want to miss out on all the action, return to us near Lautel when you're finished. Everyone else jumped on their ski-craft with Jala, Anaya, and their pets marched beside them, heading southeast, stopping at the edge of the broken bridge waiting for the first sight of the enemy. Anaya grabbed her son as she shouted to her unit, Everyone grabs your son. Pour out the content and rub it on the paws and jaws of all your animals and your weapons. As Anaya took command, Jala was impressed and just watched in awe. A tear falls from Jala's eyes, though as she sighs, she commands her battalion. Wanyenyekevu shouts before he leaves the group. I am. Usetto telling me people what's going to happen before it happens, ni gift from Sabaoth, but here, no, there is no communication, so no it's you and Sabaoth. Let him guide you and let us fight in the name of the Most High. Just as he said this, at a distance, they could hear a buzzing noise slowly approaching them. Wanyenyekevu and his men stood in front of the previously blown bridge, and a fell fate behind them were Jala and Anaya and their men. Wanyenyekevu men were in avshape formation on the bridge, exposing Jala and Anaya's presence. Thousands upon thousands of minions of all sizes walked on top of each other and moved recklessly forward them. There were a handful of humans, hundreds of Abenians, and a few giant demons who followed behind. Saying Wanyenyekevu in front of them, one of the demons commanded, surrender or die. Wanyenyekevu laughed, I'm going to have to take the second choice, if you don't mind, and say indeed if you can kill me. He shouted back to his men, Iwa, followed by his men, who shouted back, Usisahau, and attacked the herd as those that leaped across the broken bridge. The larger demons made a bridge out of themselves as the rest climbed over them. The speedster drove through the crowds with their samurais dressed with the blood from their sons, destroying thousands as they crossed Makeshift Bridge. Jala and Anaya picked them off with their hyenas. Wanyenyekevu and his men jumped off their ski craft, picking off the rest of the men with no effect at all. The greater demons fought as hard as they could just to be treated as pawns in a game of chess. Wanyenyekevu yanked a man off his fate and threw him into some stones. After 2 hours of interrogating him, wanyenyekevu looked the man in his eyes. Truth is truth, and lies are lies, but your heart is filled with enough evil for an entire nation. Taking his grandfather, old Colt 45, I have never shot this gun once in my whole life until now. Your hatred is the same kind that killed me people of old. A reprobate hatred. And shot the man in the middle of his forehead. Wanyenyekevu and his men jumped on their ski craft, and Wanyenyekevu shouted to Jala and Anaya met. Yo near Lavel. Anaya shouted usisahau as they all ratted to Lavel. As Wanyenyekevu got closer, he kept calling his men near Lavel until he heard from them, because the signal was still blocked. Once there, Nea took her post and started mapping out a plan while the men gathered Jala and the others traveling afoot. Wanyenyekevu, it was Obe and Friedrich. Go ahead. Wanyenyekevu replied. Obe reported, Phoenix and El Paso are headed our way. The estimated time of arrival is 36 hours for Phoenix to reach us. For some reason, they are going extremely slow. They have a large mechanical equipment that looks like cannons heading our way. They are slow but steady. Nea heard the conversation. Let's go through their equipment and jam their radios before they even know it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Wanyenyekevu smiled, let's do that. But first, we must defeat these small groups before they discover where our people went. Rushing toward the enemies as their team was just a few miles behind them, waiting for their signal. After a few hours, they attacked them from the rear, and Wanyenyekevu attacked them in front. Within 30 minutes of the battle, Jala and Anaya, alongside the groups in Lavel, flanked them and slaughtered the entire army. Wanyenyekevu shouted, full speed ahead back home, we have more coming. Nea called out. We will come across the army in El Paso before we reach home. Wanyenyekevu talked about it, sent scouts and speedsters to see what we're up against. Nea sends 5 men ahead of them to scout the enemy headed toward Tucson. Wanyenyekevu, running toward home, looked for Nea, seeing her with a strict and focused face. He pulled up beside her. Kandaka, he shouted. The kingdom of Nubia, centered in Sudan and southern Egyptian Nile valleys, the ancient kingdom of Kush. Kush was based through Goat Napata, and the word Kandaka comes from the feminine European name Tandite. The Kush kingdom, also known as the Nubian civilization or Ethiopia, tells about the guardian of the treasures, Kandaka, the queen of Ethiopia. The first to hold the title of Kandaka in the history of Sudan is the first queen, Kandaka Amani Rinas, or Amani Rina, the wife of the Meroitic king, Tretakas, who succeeded him after his death. Amani Rinas was the king's first wife and called her the Kandaka, the title during her reign Betame Aneo, meaning the great queen. From this day forward, we shall call you Kandaka. As he departed, she wept with honor. Kakahoya, no, it's been over an hour, no, and tired of waiting. Vali shouted as he had a look of frustration on his face. Kakahoya turned to Kush anyways, meanuhile, in Tucson, Daniel began speaking in a tongue no onekneu except Friedrich. Friedrich wrote what was said instead of interpreting it aloud as commanded, and told Everione to write it down and not repeat it on any devite, not even verbally. So, the men started reading and passing the notice around as quickly as possible. The message read, never figged within 20 feet of the enemy, and if anyone does the outcome is about. Mama Leanne saw the frustration on Vali's face as she spoke, trying to detect what he wanted. She stopped and turned to Vali. "I can't fail you." Kush started smiling, and Mama Leanne asked, "There you go grinning and skinning again. What you and that old man got up your sleeves?" Kush just smiled as Vali walked her to the house. Vali had cooked a large meal and laid it on the dining room table. I told myself I wasn't going to heat it up no more. But I did. As Vali sat Kakahoya at the table, Kush stood and watched as Vali nervously sighed, "Boy. Loving the way you make me feel. Before, during, and after a conversation. It's great. Do I have to stop searching for love to die? Question. Are you here to stay? I've felt this way before, with a few. No, it's you. They were a lovely woman, again. No, it's you. Hoping the feeling is the same, hoping you are true. Only time will tell if things will remain. Or, if you will go and be no more. If it continues, I want to tell you something special. On our wedding day, it's simple. Ido. Small in stature, strong of heart. You know that's what I like. Large in knowledge, something I crave inside. Huge in spirit, a sparkle in me eye. Hope you understand these lyrics. Saying a lot of things the same. We've been through the same. Love the same. Looking for the same thing. Would you like to carry something for me? My last name. Want to be more than a friend on a day. A lover, a friend. A husband. Mama Leanne knew what Vali was reciting, and she got nervous and started crying as she finished the poem. So, you want to be my boy, the one. That only my heart will only know. Entering into the depth of one another's soul as we bond. And continue to grow. Understanding the meaning of love. Through the words we share. Leaning on one another when the Lord is more than one can bear. Reading your heart with the look in your eyes. Never allowing our love to die. Standing by me seated through this storm of life. For you have chosen me. To be your wife. For now and forever. Until death do us part. If you can promise it that, you can have it. Take it to my heart. You ask. If I am the one. Is this time for real? Only if we really understand how we feel. The love we share is not yet of physical touch. So, are you sure that it is me? That you love so much? I never knew true love, I never thought it was for me. Now you tell me. That it could be a chosen one even for me. That it is you, my love, so true. That I have waited so long to embrace. Standing at the altar, no. Love feels that spate, as we stand fate to fate. Friends and family had been hiding so long that they were tired of waiting. Kush knew it but had forgotten, because he had gotten caught up in the story. He signaled them as Vali took Mama Leanne inside. The people had gathered around outside. That's when Vali took Mama Leanne outside, and everyone cheered. Vali got on a knee. So, you want to be me boy? The only that only me heart will only know. Entering into the depth of only another soul, as we bond and continue to grow. Understanding the meaning of love. Through the words we share. Learning on one another, when the Lord is more than one can bear. Reading your heart with the lock in your eyes. Never allowing our love to die. Standing beside through this storm of life. For you have chosen me to be your wife. For now and forever, until death do us part. If you can promise it that, you can have it the case to me heart. You ask if I am the one. Asked. Is this time for real? Only if we really understand how we feel. The love we share is not yet of physical touch. So, are you sure that it is me that you love so much? I never knew true love, I never thought it was for me. Now you tell me that it could be. A chosen one even for me. That it is you, me love, so true, that I have waited so long to embrace. Standing at the altar, no love feels that spate, as we stand here, fate to fate. Push looked at Vali, I told you to end it at wife. But no, you talking about, until I no longer have a life. Mama Leanne looked at Push, boy, what you had something to do with this? He smiled and then heard Mama Leanne say, Vali. Yes, I'll marry you. Push ran back, hugged her, and left as he said, what happened to Abooksigun? Vali looked at Kush in frustration, and Mama Leanne turned to Kush as she smiled at Vali, saying, don't worry, it will not be long. She said to Kush, always remember one thing. Sabaut can make nothing into something. The land in which wanyenyekevu lived was called no man's land long before he arrived there, or simply nowhere, and Abooksigun ended up on the other side of nowhere. Then she turned to Vali, say, not long at all. The entire area celebrated the engagement of Vali and Kakahoya. They danced and enjoyed the night as Kush tried to teach Vali how to write poems. Look, you messed up that last part, everything else was all rigged, but you don't add sadness to a love poem, man. Kush looked at Vali with a smile as he mocked him, until he no longer have a life. Please listen to some of my ancestors' poetry. Music is like a woman. Music is like a woman, it'll make you do things that you never thought you'd do. I'm talking to all men, not just a chosen few. Music, it'll make you say things you meant to say. Do things you supposed to do, it won't let you lie. Believe me, it'll even make you cry. You'll be surprised what you'll do when you listen to music. No. Look into a woman's eyes. Music is like a woman. Find yourself buying things you can't afford, spending money you don't have. But you won't carry. Cause in your mind, her love is what you long to find. It'll always be there. The beauty of music is worth a very penny. Music is a beautiful thing. Sent from up above, it'll make you look for love. It'll make you sing. And woman will make you do the same thing too. A woman with music on her mind will stop time. Believe me, eternity will unfold, and love will begin. So, grab hold and listen cause love has no end. So, if that perfect woman is for you, this is what she'll do. No matter how strong you think you are. No matter how much pride is in your eyes. Shall even make you say, Ido and you will surely be surprised. Cause she can just look into her eyes. Brothers, music is like a woman. Vali tried to say something, but Kush continued, how about this one, Khaled, could this be a dream? I often ask myself, if this could be a dream. After so many others, it would seem to be just that. A dream. Thinking deep within myself, will I go through the same mess as I did before? Having someone walk out of that door. Those doors that led straight to my heart. Just to search for another. For selfish reasons, will this love only last for a season? Hell, I don't know. Only time will tell. Only thing I know, I will try and try, until that one person opens my eyes. I know that many have been hurt before. I too have refused to talk to some, building up a wall as big as the sky. Until I realized I can't hide the way I feel, the way I live, the way I love. But all the other times, I have seen what I didn't like, and it all ended up in a fight. Pain and loud cries. Yes, I have seen those things, and act like it wasn't there. I will be honest this time. Rely all my feelings in a way that we will both know if it's true love. I will know if this love will stay. No, I said that to say this. She likes what I like, she loves what I love. And that includes the Lord. She's from the south. Knows how to tame her mood. Thinking not yet knowing if he will take a journey with her, explore her love. And say if it's from above. I think I'm falling in love. That is what it seems, but could this be a dream? Vali stopped Kush, I know what you mean, but it came from my heart and that what I wanted to say because I meant it when you get as old as I am, death means nothing but death. Here's only you wrote last night, do you say what I say? Do you say what I say? Angels in the night singing, dancing, rejoicing. Because we met. Do you hear what I hear? The laughter, the thunder, and lightning are the songs they sing. As they look upon us in awe. Two in love, two as one. Tose two. You and me and you. Do you say what I say? Kush smiled, I like it and I do agree with what you said, if it comes from the heart, it doesn't matter. They both enjoyed the rest of the celebration. The end.